Good evening, sports fans. Welcome to Sports Roundup on this late Tuesday night, February 9th, 2016. I'm Peter Wiggins here. Let's start it off out at the Bradley Center in Milwaukee, Wisconsin here, where the Boston Celtics squared off against the Milwaukee Bucks here, and the Boston Celtics and the Milwaukee Bucks played an evenly first quarter here as the Celtics went in the first quarter break, leading at 30-26 here. But then, in the second quarter, the Celtics and Bucks continued to play evenly. The Celtics went in the halftime break, leading to 54-53. But in a turn of events, the Milwaukee Bucks put on a big third quarter, outscoring the Celtics 40-20 here as the Celtics trailed the Bucks 93-74. But then, the grit of the Celtics began in the fourth quarter as they kept on fighting all throughout the fourth quarter. And they kept on battling here, but with 6/10 of the second left, Iman Chup makes 1 and 2 free throws as the Celtics' heartbreaking effort came up short despite a good fourth quarter effort here as they fall to the Milwaukee Bucks 112-111 here as the Celtics dropped to 31-23 on the season here as Jake Crowder and Avery Bradley had 18 points in the loss for the Celtics, while Chris Middleton had 20 points and Greg Monroe had 29 points in the win for the Bucks here as next up by the Celtics here. They will be at the Garden here on Wednesday night for a date with Paul Pierce and Doc Rivers, and the Los Angeles Clippers should be interesting tomorrow night. Paul Pierce, Doc Rivers paying a visit to the Garden. Okay, let's take a look at other NBA scores around the league on this late Tuesday night here. With 3:33 left in the fourth quarter, San Antonio Spurs are all over the Miami Heat, 114-94. Washington Wizards over the New York Knicks, 111-108. 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter. It's the Dallas Mavericks out leading the Utah Jazz, 90-83, and the Golden State Warriors Houston Rockets get underway about 10:30 p.m. out in Oakland. Well, the Celtics put up a good effort, but Boston Bruins, ew. That was a game that Claude Julien and the Bruins would want to forget as the Bruins ran into the Los Angeles Kings buzzsaw here as they dropped an ugly one to the Kings. 9-2 here. And after Boston Bruins got on the board with a Brad Marchand goal, 5:03, the 25th goal stage in the power play to make it 1-0 with an assist from Matt Gillespie, 18th assist, and Zdeno Chara 21st assist. And everything collapsed for the Bees as Jeff Carter put a power play goal at 18-21 assist from Jake Muzzin and Drew Doughty to make it 1-1 to score. And then 16 seconds left in the first period. Marian Gabriel, 11 goal saves with assist from Vincent Calvary. It's 2-1. Los Angeles for 1 period. And then in the era, a goal with a 3-1 in favor of the Kings, and at 12-9. Drew Doughty, a power play goal with assist from Milan Lucic, and Marian Gabriel has 4-1 in favor of the Los Angeles Kings, and then Dwight King, another goal with assist from Tyler Tavalli and Jeff Carter to make it 5-1 in favor of the Kings, and then Trevor Lewis, a goal with assist from Jake Muzzin and Kyle Clifford to make it 6-1 in favor of the Kings here. And then in the third period, old friend Milan Lucic gets a goal with assist from Ante Kopitar and Dustin Brown to make it 7-1 in favor of the Kings. But then 4:44, Tyler Rendell, 5th goal saves with assist from Kevin Miller, 12th assist and Max Talbot, 4th assist and 7-2 in favor of the Kings. But then Luke Shen, a power play goal with assist from Chris Nariafoff and Tyler Tavalli to make it 8-2 Kings. And then Dustin Brown gets another goal with assist from Luke Shen and Chris Nariafoff, 16:57 as the Boston Bruins have smoked and dethroned by the Kings 9-2 as they fall to 19-6 in the season as Tuukka Rask had 23 saves while Jonas Kuznetsov had 21 saves. As next up for the Bees, they'll be up in Winnipeg on Thursday night for a date with the Winnipeg Jets. Alright. Claude Julien and Bruins need to put this game behind them. You're going to have one ugly loss if you want to make the playoffs, but you got to put that loss aside and focus on the next game here. Okay, take a look at other NHL scores around the league on this late Tuesday night here. St. Louis Blues, Winnipeg Jets are tied at 1 apiece with 1:13 left in the third period here. Washington Capitals leading the Nashville Predators 42-9 and 1 left in the third period here. Minnesota Wild and the Dallas Stars are tied at 3 with 8 minutes left in the third period. Here, New Jersey Devils are leading the Edmonton Oilers 2-1 with 1:04 left in the third period. Here, San Jose Sharks are leading the Chicago Blackhawks 1-0 from 1925 left in the third period. Here, 3:30 left in the second period. It's a Vancouver Canucks leading the Colorado Avalanche 2-1. Here, Calgary Flames are leading the Toronto Maple Leafs 3-1 at 9:57 left in the second period. Here, Florida Panthers are the Buffalo Sabres 7-4. And Ducks are the Philadelphia Flyers 4-1. New York Islanders are the Columbus Blue Jackets 3-2. And the Montreal Canadiens are leading and defeating the Tampa Bay Lightning 4-2. All right, let's take a look at some college hoop scores here. College basketball scores on this late Tuesday night here. Okay, 8:33 left second half. It's UT Arlington 50, Texas State 23. 10:56 left in second half. It's Mississippi State 68, Arkansas 34. Kentucky 63, Georgia 32 at 11:05 left second half. Florida 52, Ole Miss 48 with 10:27 left second half. 8:43 left in second half. It's Grand Canyon 75, Benedictine, Arizona 62. 9-1 left in first half. It is Utah State and New Mexico 17. Villanova 86, DePaul 59. Maryland 93, Boise State 62. It is Xavier, Luzon, and Creighton 70-56. It's Kansas 75, West Virginia 65. It's Virginia 67. It's Virginia Tech 49. Purdue 82, Michigan State 81. Final overtime. North Carolina 68, Boston College 65. Miami, Florida 65, Pittsburgh 63, Dayton 76. It's Duquesne 74. Wichita State 74, Drake 48. Tennessee 71. It's Auburn 45. It's Cincinnati 69, UCF 51. Wow, 72, Ball State 69. It's Vernon 81. It's George Mason 63. It's Akron 83. Bowling Green 68. It's Toledo 71. It's Buffalo 69. Eastern Michigan 71. It's Central Michigan 56. It's Kent State 75. It's Northern Illinois 74. Monmouth 87. It's Mercer 61. Miami, Ohio 45. It's Western Michigan 44. It's Central Arkansas 88. It's Southeast Louisiana 72. It's Ohio State 71. It's Northwestern 63. Okay. Looking at some sports news on this late Tuesday night here. There's a reported strong belief that Phil Jackson will return to the Los Angeles Lakers. In Super Bowl 50, the Denver Broncos send a message to the football world that defense still wins champions in today's NFL. The North Carolina Tar Heels had their hands full with the Boston College Eagles on Tuesday before merging with a 68-65 win, but the game took a backseat when a head coach, Roy Williams, collapsed. Blake Griffin suspended for 4 games plus pay for 1 more. New York, New Jersey, as he watched his number 30 jersey banner get raised to the rafters at Prudential Center, Martin Borderfellow sent to closure. Jordan's beef adjusted in the fame and scrutiny inside the outside ropes. The Southeastern Conference is looking for Michigan's hopes of holding some of its spring practice in the state of Florida during the offseason. Charlotte, North Carolina, it's a sheet of paper. Man, what a sheet of paper is on Tuesday. NASCAR and its team owners rolled out its new long-anticipated charter ownership system. The Toronto Maple Leafs are expected to be active leading up to the 2016 NHL trade deadline on February 29th, and the first domino was but already fallen weeks beforehand. Marc Gasol is their best player for the Memphis Grizzlies, but Conley is the team's most valuable player, and Zach Randolph is their most good core, but Gasol is the best player. The Sacramento Kings are going to coach and change and plan to fire George Karl in coming days, league sources told ESPN. West Ham United moved to the 5th round in the FA Cup and advanced with a 2-1 victory over Liverpool after extra time on the Tuesday night at the Bowling Ground. Bogota nearly won in Columbus, suffering from the Greenberg system. We'll skip that. And that's going to be it for Sports Remedies late Tuesday night, February 9th, 2069. Peter Woods will have a good night. See you tomorrow night. Good night.